This is it. This is my live looping kit. I finally bought it after a year of thinking about it. I'm actually quite happy so far. I've done one gig, done a fair bit of practice, and this with a bag of instruments is a single carry for the car. It's an easy setup. The pedal's not too complicated, so I'm not being confused by the pedal when I'm trying to live loop. I can store it, it's battery powered. All's going well, so I thought I'd do a video on my early days of live looping and why I've chosen the equipment I've chosen. So what's in the bags? This one, I've got microphone stand, the cables and the microphone with it Shure SM58. I thought about getting an SM57 as I'm mainly doing instrumental work, but who's ever complained about having an SM58? And I thought I'll start off with it. If I need something else, I'll think about it. This is where my pedal and my powered speaker is, and this is actually the Bose branded backpack, which has been specifically designed to hold the speaker. It was not cheap, but it's really well made. You've got lovely handles, you've got these nice holds on the zips, good deep pockets. My only complaint is that there should be a clip on the straps so it pulls the weight forward off your shoulders and makes it a lot easier to carry. There should be arguably a hip belt as well. And it seems a tiny thing not to put on such a otherwise well-made backpack and pricey backpack. But it does make carrying around the speaker so much better. So in here, there's the pedal, which is a Bose RC-30 loop station. Bose seem to be the go-to people for loop pedals at the moment, more of that later. And the powered speaker itself is the SM1 Pro. Intelligent speaker in many ways, as it has different equalisations from position. So that position, it's more a busking EQ, that is more for spoken word. And if you want to use it as a stage monitor, like that, it's a different EQ, and of course you have to adjust the Bose logo. So that's the basic equipment, so we need to analyse them in detail. So let's start with the Bose S1 Pro. Here are the controls. As you can see, there's three main inputs. This can take either an XLR or a 1/4 inch jack, and the action is really quite firm, so it's not just going to come out easily. You're going to need a good pull to get it out, so it's not just going to fall out. And the same with the XLR. So I rather like that, because you're always worried about is it solidly in there when there's no clip. You've also got a tone match setting, so that's off. Guitar or microphone on the three settings. You've got a bit of reverb, some bass and treble, and the overall volume. Each of the three channels has got a volume, but there isn't an overall volume for the whole speaker. So channel 2 is identical to channel 1. Channel 3 is like an aux in, so you've got the 3 1/4mm connector. This is for Bluetooth, so you can attach a Bluetooth device to it. This is line out, so you can connect it to another speaker, but you can also use the app, the Bose app, to connect this to another speaker, the whole speaker, and they form a stereo pair wirelessly. That's how you can go in there to upgrade the firmware if you need to. There's mains input, but as it's battery powered, you can just turn it on, and there it is, blinking away to tell me how much power's in the battery. So here's my pedal. It's the Bose RC-30 dual track looper. I went for this one because it has two channels. It's got a few little features like a little effects and a rhythm without being too complicated. So I thought it would be a nice entry-level pedal. If you look at the back, it's got the microphone input on an XLR, phantom power possible, an aux in on a 3 1/4mm, an instrument in, so that could be stereo, but if it's mono only use the left, an output on 1/4 inch jack, it could be stereo, but if it's mono, only use the left. Also got a foot switch input, so you can get lots of things looped together here. A USB connector connects to your computer. Get audio off the pedal if you think you've done a loop that you're particularly proud of or you want to hang on to for any reason. Here's a mains in. Here's the battery in. So how do you turn it on? Well, I looked around. There is no on. This is about the loop effects. Here's the channel levels. Here's the memories. Here's the rhythm. Here's the mic. Where's the on switch? I had to actually go to the manual, and it pointed out here on the left output, the mono output, it says power on. So the way you turn the pedal on is ensuring your powered speaker is off. You plug the jack in and the pedal turns on. And now what you do is you plug your microphone in, and this is when you would power up your speaker. Don't power your speaker up before you've done this, because it will send crackles and lots of unpleasant things to it, and you'll eventually damage your speaker. So here is the RC-30 dual track looper, and you've got 99 memories, so you can store 99 different loops if you actually want to store them after you performed, and you can use the right button to store them. But it comes with the last 10 memories here that have got audio from Bose, so that you can check your system's working. And you can see there's audio, there's a red dot there, and this LED flashes if there's audio and it's stopped, steady, there's audio and it's playing. If you go to one of mine, I've put audio on both tracks. And you can go between the tracks by either pressing these select buttons or by holding down the right pedal like that. Other features here, there's, if I go to empty, see there it's now empty, no dot, no flashing. Here is a little rhythm section, turn it on, adjust the volume, adjust the effect, and adjust the speed with the tap tempo. Now, a little bit of a gotcha is that if you try and do that when you've got audio stored, it doesn't do what you think it is. So you've got to kind of set that up before you start storing audio. The one at the end here is the mic level, so you can adjust the level of the microphone into the pedal, which is very handy. So how do you use it? Well, here we are. Here's a memory with nothing in it. To start the loop, you just press the left pedal. And there you are, you're now recording audio onto track 1, because we had what track the left one selected. And whatever goes into the pedal is now being recorded. And now you're setting the length of the loop. When I press the pedal again, I have now set the length of the loop, and it's now recording in addition to what I've just done. So it's now adding the audio I've just put in. And if I don't like that, I can actually hold it. It'll undo that last little bit, but keep the audio I had before. So I haven't lost that first section. So to start all that again. And if I don't like anything at all, I can stop it and I can clear that memory and the audio's gone away. So press once to start recording. Do whatever you want to do. Decide you've got enough length. Press again, you're now overdubbing. And if you say you only want to do a little bit, you don't want to do any at all, press a third time, moves it into play. So while that's in play, we can go over to the other channel. And now I can do the same thing here. But here, because the length of the loop has been set, it instantly goes into kind of an overdub mode, even though it's on channel 2. So that goes between overdub and record on this other side. And to stop it, just press the right. And if I want to stop the channel I'm not selected, you see track 1 is playing, track 2 is stopped. To stop everything, you just press the right pedal quickly, twice. Now there's one gotcha here, because here is the loop FX, and if I go to another one of the, so here we have the music playing away, and you can see the different effects when I press the on button. But another way of turning this on is by pressing the left pedal twice quickly. Now, it's easy to do that if what you intended to do was go from record straight into overdub very quickly for whatever reason, or play into record very quickly. And the first time I did that, I couldn't work out what happened, what had gone wrong. So that's a little gotcha, and the sad thing is I'm not sure I'm ever going to use this in anger. But there's a few other little things you can do with it, but so far it's proving to be quite versatile, quite useful, and I'm liking it.